And on the eighth day, God looked down at his planned paradise, his creation, and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. Michael McLean, brassballsvideos.com. I am an ex-professional hockey coach, ex-amateur championship hockey coach turned 8-figure entrepreneur. I'm a husband, father, small business owner, just like you. You can actually download a free copy of my book, 5 Ways to Unfuck Your Life in the Next Month, for free. The link is below, brassballsvideos.com. Admittedly, my brand new book is not every entrepreneur's cup of whiskey. It's for champions, not chumps. It's for winners, not whiners. The free link is below. So, farmers are the cornerstone of America. Farmers are the cornerstone of Canada, the two countries that we have the privilege, my wife and my daughter and myself, we have the privilege of living in the two greatest countries in the world. It's not even close. The United States of America and Canada. We are celebrating both of these countries over the course of the next week. And with Canada Day on July 1st, we celebrate in Canada. Most Canadians have no clue what Canada Day even stands for, but it's when the country of Canada was colonized and brought together, all the different provinces and territories. So July 1st, which is this Monday, is a celebration of the creation of the country of Canada. And of course, July 4th, later on next week, is Independence Day south of the border. We have the privilege of living a part of the year in Naples, Florida, so we get to celebrate and honor both July 1st and July 4th. One of the things that you rarely hear spoken about when it comes to Canada Day or Independence Day on July 4th, that I believe is as important as anything else, is there is no freedom and there is no independence in these two great nations without the farmer. I talk about it all the time here, how if a real man or a real leader of a family is a man who's on a mission. You need to have a calling. You need to understand your purpose for being here. You need to understand that any real man is a man who's on a mission. For you to be the best man, the best husband, the best father, the best grandfather, the best entrepreneur, and the best community service leader to help as many people as you possibly can, you have to find out and answer the question, who have I been called to serve? Who have I been called to serve? And when you can answer that one question, you become a man on a mission. You become a man who gets up early, stays up late, and gets through all the adversity, all the setbacks, all the failures, all the losses that are part of life. And there's no better example on God's blue earth than a farmer. Farmers are the cornerstone of our entire two countries. And as much as we speak about our incredible military people, past, present, and future, no military, no freedom, no independence, our police force, our firefighters, our first responders, our small business owners. Without these people, there's no freedom, there's no autonomy, and there's no independence. But I like to shine a spotlight on the people that I think are the salt of the earth, which is the farmer. We live here in Canada in a small community, a town of 6,000 people, and we live in a rural area. When I was in the insurance business, I insured many of the top dairy farms, the top beef and cattle farms. So my dad taught me the importance of these people in the grand scheme of things in Canada. And it's interesting because when you think about it, there is no independence, there is no freedom, there is no autonomy without our farmers. And I put a video, there's a video, the reason that I started this video with God made a farmer. On the 8th day, God looked down and said, I need a caretaker. I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. This is one of my favorite poems of all time. And you may or may not be aware of it, but I put it in the link below. Because on the 4th of July or on Canada Day, whichever, it's real important that we take 2 minutes and watch a video like this. It's one of my all-time favorite videos. And it's actually unknown who wrote it. It's actually unknown who wrote this, but it doesn't make any difference. This 2-minute video, which I've put below in the comments, it's 2 minutes. Please feel free to share it with your queen, your children, your teenagers, your adult children, anybody that needs to be reminded that a big part of our freedom, a big part of our independence is our farmers. And farmers are under attack like never before through our governments at all levels. Never in history has it been more important for us as leaders to support our farmers. And this video here is a great way to remind yourself of the importance, especially on Independence Day, Canada Day, that without our farmers, we don't have food independence. We don't have produce independence. And we don't have people that are working day and night for the betterment of our two nations. Having these men and women and these generational farmers was such an eye-opener for me in the insurance business. And we have the incredible blessing here in our small community. We have vegetable stands and we have fruit stands set up throughout the summer. So when we're living here in Canada in the spring, summer, and fall, my wife Krista and I and my daughter Emery, on the way home, we can stop by the roadside and we can pick up cucumbers, tomatoes. We can pick up potatoes later in the year. We can eat fresh picked corn, green beans, yellow beans, strawberries, raspberries. And we have that blessing in our life of not only eating the freshest foods available, but also the opportunity to support our farmers. And without these incredible heroes in our society, we wouldn't have food independence. We wouldn't have the levels of freedom that we have now. But this video really says it all. It was the last time I saw it was way back in 2013 when it was used as a Super Bowl ad. Back in 2013, Dodge Trucks had the intelligence to actually use this as a advertisement during the Super Bowl. And it was a massive, massive, massive success. So I encourage you to take a look, to watch it a few times. It's my small gift to you. But I've always had such incredible respect for the men and women that farm our countries. I understand from having these people as clients for 17 years back in the insurance days, just how hard these people work, how noble they are, how patriotic they are. And in today's world, they're taken for granted. They're not appreciated by our government like they should be. So this is where you can step up in your home. What happens in our house is more important than happens in the White House, right? These are the conversations you need to have at your kitchen table, in your living room, with your queen, with your children, with your teenagers, with your grandkids, so that we can continue to honor and respect the people in our society, north of the border, south of the border, that actually are the real heroes in this story. As a small business owner and entrepreneur, you're one of the real heroes in this story. But there's no greater entrepreneurs on earth than our farmers. They make, every single day they get up and make they make lemonade out of lemons. They literally make lemonade out of lemons. And there's no group of entrepreneurs that have more capability, more grit, more stick-to-itness, more character, that they're driven by their values, they're driven by their principles. There is no plan B. And when I talk about missions and, my upcoming mastermind in August, it's about finding your purpose, finding your calling, finding your mission, what the hell you've been put here to do, and making that your calling. And once you have that, which farmers have, you don't decide to be a farmer. It's a calling. It's a calling. Farming calls you. And farming is like when a man is on a mission. Farming is it's like you've been called to do it. It's your purpose, it's your calling, but it's not what you do. You talk to a farmer and it's who they are. It's who they are. 7 days a week, 365 days a year, sick, healthy, sad, depressed, anxious, rich, poor. Farmers just show up every day. You got to milk the cows every day. You got to feed the sheep every day. You got to plow the fields every day. You got to cut the wood. So you want to talk about men and women that are on a mission, that show up consistently and take no days off? I mean, there's days you don't want to walk. There's days you don't want to read. There's days you don't want to write. There's days you don't want to drink water. Well, our farmers don't have that option. It's show up or not. They get up and milk the cows. They get up and feed the cattle. They get up and feed the sheep. No matter what, there are no days off. Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, Independence Day, doesn't make any difference. Easter Sunday, milking the cows. One of the things I teach my guys in my masterminds is that milk the cows mentality. Walking, reading, writing, drinking water, whatever it is, those handful of things that you got to do every day to lead your family and lead your company, a man on a mission, that's the milking the cow in your life, even though you're not a farmer. That mentality of, hey, it doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter what my emotions are. You think a farmer, his feelings and his emotions? No, they're governed by their principles. They're governed by their values, and they're men and women on a mission. So if you need an example of somebody who's answered their calling, answered their true purpose, is living their true purpose, and if you want an example of a man or a woman who's on a real mission, literally, it's not what they do, it's who they are, like a Navy SEAL, then look no further than the farmer to the left and right of you. God bless our farmers. God bless our farmers. And make sure that any opportunity you get as a king, as a badass king, especially when you're around your family, eyes are always on you. Make sure you take an opportunity, just like our military, that you always take an opportunity to shake a hand, to make eye contact, to thank a farmer. And you can do that with a handshake, recognizing a farmer, holding it, whatever it is. But just like our military, I want my daughter and my wife to see me recognizing these people in my day-to-day life. Taking a few seconds to say thank you, thank you. Because without them, just like our military, without our farmers, there is no independence. You certainly are not going to have food independence. You're certainly not going to have the same country as you have now. So taking the time as a badass leader to recognize these people who are on a mission to serve their country. Farmers aren't in it for the money. They're in it for the purpose, and they're in it for the values, and they're in it because they're answering that calling. And they just cannot not do it. They're like any man or woman on a mission. They cannot not do it. And it's their calling. It's not something they choose to do. It chooses them. And that, my friend, is what we need from more people beyond our farmers, beyond our military, is more small business owners and entrepreneurs, more husbands, fathers. We need them to wise up, to stand up and king up. When the king does not rise, the kingdom dies. We have too many kingdoms dying because the king has not risen. You need to rise. Every day, milk the cows. Every day, milk the cows. That's a king rising. And when you keep showing up every day, day after day, week after week, month after month, and milk the cows, it's not long until your kingdom keeps rising, keeps rising, keeps rising. You're the leader. You're the leader of your family. It starts with you. Your energy, your focus, your determination, your discipline. But when the king does not rise, the kingdom dies. We need to king up more like our incredible men and women farmers who milk the cows every day for our independence, for our freedom, for all of the blessings that we see around us. That video is below. Please take the time to watch it. Please take the time to share it with your family. Please take the time to thank a farmer this coming week. Anything you can do to thank a farmer and show them respect, give them the respect and honor that they've earned. And if you want one-on-one coaching with me this upcoming year, the only way that you can do it, you want me to help you find your mission, find your purpose, get you out of a rut, give you the mental kick in the pants you need every day, every week. I'm starting a mastermind. I took the year off. I'm starting up again in August. All you have to do is put farmer in the comments. Farmer in the comments below, and I will reach out and I'll give you the details. No obligation. You don't have to join. It's $9.97 a month starting in August. It's soup to nuts. It's one-on-one mastermind coaching with yours relentless. If you're interested, in the comment below, farmer, I'll send you the details and put you on a notification list. You can decide in the next couple weeks whether you're a hell yeah or a hell no. Perfectly okay either way. Download my book below. Watch the God Made a Farmer video and let me know if you're interested at all in being part of my upcoming mastermind by writing farmer in the comments below. Happy Canada Day to all my Canadian brothers and sisters. Happy July 4th, Independence Day to all my American brothers and sisters. God bless you and your family, and God bless our farmers.